are the executives all making the decisions here. Um, there's not necessarily a right or a wrong way to do any of this stuff, but there is, in my opinion, better ways. Doesn't mean it's the way, but because you can, achieve the goal in a multitude of ways. And the other thing to keep in mind is, since 14 months ago, the first time we had access to the API to actually do things outside of just, our personal accounts and allow you guys to do things, a lot has changed. And OpenAI, with every update, they're in their documentation, they always say that, there could be some minor things that on the developer side that allows the end user, you guys, to do things. There could be things that we have to do very minimally. So like, it's crazy whenever a company doesn't, when they already offer an endpoint and then the new version comes out. Basically what happens is 2 weeks you've got as a dev to like kind of make the switch, and then they pretty much force it. So in most cases you'll see companies just wait until it's forced. A lot of times they do that because in case there is something that needs to be fixed, they don't want you to experience that. But a lot of times they're just lazy and they know they're just going to change anyways. We try to bring it like the moment they say it's production ready. That way, like, you're the first to like really be able to have the technology. And the way our infrastructure is, like, we're automatically up to date with whatever the thing that they recommend is. We're automatically pointed there. That's being pulled every time you go check if you've plugged into your API key or ours. When you go check that drop down to see what models are available, that's an API call. And so that is a dynamically pulled list. It's coming from OpenAI. It's not like we're just putting stuff there, and so that's one thing that you should watch out for with other platforms. Not that anyone cares, because you're with us, but for anyone that is here that is not full-time CBB, the thing that I see that's going to happen is these companies are going to start waxing on tokens. We've done something that I've not announced yet, but it is on the website, if I ain't mistaken.
I saw it. I saw it. Oh goodness.
There ain't nothing that gets past you,
bro. It's not on that page though. I didn't see it there for some reason. It's only on the
only the homepage.
The homepage, yeah. But I saw it. I saw it, man.
We can link that. We'll teach the team how to link that. So let's all scroll down to my pricing here. So what we did. Buddy. Let's see. Is it on here? Do we have it on here?
It should
Look
be.
At that.
See that right there? Yeah, buddy.
What is that? So there's a group of people, my real A1 OGs, that were really our early investors and didn't know it. I offered something crazy, and it was very, very. People thought I was crazy. It was crazy. I said unlimited API usage for OpenAI. There's no cap, no limit. And so basically my bet was, by the time we would hit a certain number, it wouldn't matter if someone was using an absurd amount of tokens, because it would offset the cost. And even if it didn't, even in the first year, I was so dedicated to this idea that, okay, this technology is only going to get better, faster, and cheaper. So if this is as expensive as it's going to be, then I think that I can work out the math to offer the lowest priced product that still will allow us to put some money in the bank and eat the cost of the OpenAI access for everyone. And so that's what we did. And so this was like the biggest jump. No one was doing this. You had to bring your own API key if the integration was even available. And no one really knew the math. This was the crazy part, because of the way tokens are. They're not it's so hard to be finite. You can't character count the tokens in Microsoft Word, for example, and look at the word count and know how much you're going to pay. It's not possible. Then they also have tokens in use that you don't see, that like when you're typing your stuff and you get the output, there's still tokens being used in the background, whether you know it or not, on the OpenAI side to perform the thing that it's doing. It's minimal, but it's there. And so that's why you should never like go. Some people have tried to like max out their giant token window with, just a bunch of data and leave, 100 characters left. and then they try to do the math with tokens and say, okay, I only use 20. Well, OpenAI might just have to use, because of your the way you prompted this thing, more tokens than you've accounted for, and your math is now wrong, and then you could get an error. This is a very uncommon thing, but it's just something to be aware of. So the way that these companies are going to make money are going to be taxing you on tokens. We could have done that. We could have said, hey, guess what? We're going to just keep it 1 million, even though we're getting this big break and everything's cheaper. But instead, this is a philosophy that like maybe a lot of people will like scoff at or yawn at and say, oh, he's full of it. But it's the truth. Every time I'm met with a decision, it's based on, okay, is this going to be the greedy move, or is this going to be the move that helps the most people and get the most value? Whatever the greedy move is, that's the opposite of what I do. And I legitimately just hope it pays off. So far it has. And so what we decided to do, this is the first time that's been ever announced. And that's why, going down in the Discord, not just the DMs, Yo Gotti. Geez, Discord's cool too. 3 million tokens now. So everyone and anyone that's been worried about going over tokens and what's that going to look like, aside from one account who's had just millions of people that like literally it just was unsustainable. Like it's some accounts, guys, are so big, even in the Meta platform, like they're immediately hitting a rate limit in the feed, in the comments, in the DMs on a regular basis. And they're the ones that like, they don't pay any money either, but they just get to ride through. They're the real blue check marks, they get to slide past a few things. Anyways, the rate limits are just there because of servers. And so we have servers and Facebook has servers. Obviously, ours are not as giant as Facebook's. So we have someone with like 20 million followers that want to do a comment tool or want to do this or that. This is like something where we're not going to do the API for them, because like it would be like half of the usage in some cases of the entire rest of the group. And so what we've done with one account, only one, is ask them to please use your own API key. And then funny enough, that individual who's still with us, and he's a friend, he's then got concerned with, hey, I know I never asked you this before. How do I make my costs go down? So it's for some accounts, especially the ones that are coming from the more traditional accounts are using flows. To be transparent, like they're using like pennies worth of tokens. Okay, so the math has turned out to be perfect. The average user is using exactly what I expected them to use. So the math was on point because I was judging years and years of dealing with messages from Facebook. And so that's why we are, Meta business partner with Facebook, by the way, which keeps you safe. We got direct contact with them, but everything that we do is for you guys. And so 3 million tokens, that's more value for you. That said, I'm also going to drop a little hint here. We have a lot of people in our Facebook group and in our Instagram or in our Discord that I believe are on the fence. They haven't fully bought in yet. They haven't fully maybe decided, but we're going to make that decision easier, because as we level up our services and our products and our infrastructure and the pay of our employees, because they're awesome, the software is going to have to increase in price as well. Only to new subscribers, though. That's going to come around in September, probably right around end of September, to be honest with you. Anyone that has any account with us since day one, I've always said, and keep my word, bro, you're Gucci. Your price will never change. It'll never go down in value. It'll only go up in value. So everyone here that has an account, just know that even in your future accounts that you may need, or the one that you currently have, or the ones you currently have, stay that price forever. But then the people that will come, the next generation, what I will consider Q3, they're going to have 2.0 pricing for the same product. So they'll, in some cases, maybe paying double because that's just the way it's going to have to be. And it's because we don't want everyone. Okay. There's a winning strategy here of we want the people that are the best of the best, or they're like actually doing stuff. There's a whole group of people out there and use software that use it to the maximum potential and never ever intend to pay. And those are also the people that clog up the support and hog up the support for the people that actually pay. How do I know this? I experienced it and it sucked to have so many accounts with certain software and to get like nothing. And to know a non-paid person is getting something that I wasn't was like mind-boggling. And this happens across the board. And so this is the thing that like really and truly I hope we fix. But enough about that. And that's just like some little fun little inside info for the Discord. Crazy. So
Hey Ryan.
Yo, go ahead.
Super quick. This is another Ryan. Let's as a Discord group. This is Pilgrim. Let's not just gloss over what Ryan just said, because this means we have the best software behind our backs. So we talked before he came in about going out and selling and doing all this stuff. When we have stability, then our clients have stability.
Exactly.
So when everything else is there, we got to make sure that we're saying that to the clients that we're closing, because other platforms don't even have the ability to say what we can now say, because they're charging by tokens, by contacts and everything else, which means the price that they're charging the clients can never be consistent because they don't know.
They have no idea. And to your point, whenever they're also increasing the usage every time your contact or another that's the real trick. So the tokens, then the messages, and then the contacts, and then the admins, this all adds up. So it's not apples to apples in any way. And at the same time, I'll tell you the real truth that all the devs don't want you to know. The thing that actually gets your server to be hung up is to have tons of contacts with tons of details and information all included in that contact file. That's what kills a server in our game, because that's going to be a lot of times a profile photo, a lot of custom fields, and we track everything because we have to, because of all the GDPR crap. Well, it's not crap for any official might be in here. It's awesome stuff, but we have to keep track of all that, and so it becomes a massive problem. But we don't have this problem. It's nearly as severely as these other legacy platforms do. Because why? Because they're greedy and they want the numbers so that they can make the investors and shareholders and all these people happy. They're real bosses who y'all are our real bosses. They want to pad the numbers and then get you on a free plan and eventually like dumb down your thing until you have to convert. But hopefully they've like got you bought in. That's why it's like a 3-day thing for us, but you can make a new account anytime. We're not going to invest ourselves or our resources or our people, especially, and the people that haven't invested into us, and our investment that we ask for is so small. Like it's legitimately, we can't, to make it smaller would be not profitable. We have to make some money, but the goal here is you guys make all the money and we end up with staying in business because you guys are in business. You know what I mean? I did a little something here as well. I didn't come unprepared, but I want to show you all some things. So I've got a little program here called Gamma, and I've also got ChatGPT Tizzle here. And so this is what I'm going to do. This is the thing that I've made here. This is what we're going to talk about in a way as I go through building these little funnels. But I thought this could be something very cool for some of you guys to see. So Gamma here is, I've been watching these guys since they came out with. And basically, I kind of rebuilt what they built originally in our system, or I'm in the process of. But these guys, like, this is all they do. So it's straight gangster on another level, in my opinion. What we'll do is we'll paste in text here. And so I pasted in what I got from ChatGPT, which is what we're going to go over. Basic chatbot functions. These are things that you should include in your chatbot that we're going to make through our flows using AI and maybe some static stuff. But so you got a welcome message, menu options. I'm going to breeze through this and I'm going to show you how cool this little software works. FAQs, collecting info, solving problems. I don't think we need that one. Bookings, we don't need that one necessarily. I want to keep this one like very generic. Smarter interactions. All right, cool. And then so you can choose presentation, document, or web page. what's super sick about this program, in my opinion, is just how fast it is and how they've really upgraded the look and feel of their templates. Here you can fine tune some other things here and then choose how many cards you want. So let's just do 10. This is like breaking it all down. This is literally what I gave it. And so now we'll just hit continue, and then we should be able to choose the template. The one I gave someone earlier, what was it called? Alien or something. I liked this one. This was kind of cool. There's one that was called Alien. I'm almost, ooh, Alien, bro. So this is basically to give you an idea of how this works. When you understand the flow builder and you understand how prompting works, you can really understand how they're doing all of this, okay? What's happening here is they've essentially got, think of our flow builder. What they've done here is they pre-populated a lot of different, call it prompts or prompt chaining things. So in this case, any one of these templates that I choose, let's choose this one, for example. Or let's look at, they're all really nice. But what they've done is they've got these assets. So this background, they've got a set of, they've got an ability to hit a library to grab images. Ooh, I don't know what that means. Just kidding. So you see, you got buttons here. So these are the elements. So imagine you could do the same thing if you have the elements already saved on a server. Like you could use I use ImageBB for images like this. You'd be able to have your font, you'd be able to have your buttons, your background, and then generate. This is just literally throwing everything together. And what they're doing is they're running HTML based on all these assets that they've created, but it's making our entire presentation. I wish I had this when I was in like middle school, bro. I would like have the most gangster presentations in all of school, all the way up to college, if I had this back then, you know. So this is probably pretty dope. Let's just say we're happy with it. Great. Skip it. How do I hide this thing? Okay, just scroll up. So check it out. Not bad. Present. Got it. So this is pretty sick. And I just thought this would be a cool way for you guys to see kind of what we're talking about and what we're going to do, right? So we're going to do a welcome message for sure. Okay, so I see what it's doing. It's like making me long scroll. I'm not a big fan of that. Can I just go up and down? I can go left and right. So we're not going to read all this crap, but we're going to do a personalized greeting. Hello. That's going to be a good one. We should do one maybe with a welcome message with an image. Interaction variety. So menu options. Maybe a lot of you guys have not seen or understood what a persistent menu is. You're going to learn that. You'll learn quick replies. We'll look at that stuff. I'll show you guys how we have our current default reply setup, at least in a way, to get you going. And then we'll talk about that's like the traditional stuff. Like even before ChatGPT, all this stuff was like the important stuff. Your welcome message, explain what you can do, menu options, quick answers, FAQs. There should be fallback somewhere in there. But then we'll get to the AI stuff, which is the really fun stuff, the new stuff. Customized responses. This is all talking about AI. Also, functions. So this is the slide that they've made for functions. So with a function, I'm going to demonstrate how we can pull. Austin made some super dope images of different portions of the platform. And so I might show how to, like, if someone was going to ask, hey, where do I find the prompt engineering section? We might be able to show a sequence of images based on a flow that we create through a function. That could be fun. Automated tasks. This is a given. This is what you should be doing when you're doing stuff over and over. This is what we do. But this is a pretty sick little, what is this? Embracing 1.3. I think these numbers are totally fake. But it's like a cool, okay, this is just so sick, guys. And then you can edit this from here. Somehow exit. And you can just edit it straight from here, which is just dope. So like they've done a really good job. 10 slide deck in less than 10 seconds. not bad. Anyways, now let's just get down to the thing. So let's go and hit login, and let's create a brand new account. We're just going to call this Discord demo default. Oops. Create new account, web chat. That's what we want. So this is a brand new account, but we've got stuff in it. We've got flows, and those got to go. So here's how to delete a flow. We just deleted all of our flows. By flows. They're being sad they're deleted. If ever the screen takes more than a second to load, you can just hit refresh and they'll be gone. Or maybe I was a little impatient. And so we'll delete these, and then we'll also delete the custom fields that were associated as well. So these are all custom fields, and we're going to delete them all. Maybe you guys have better ideas to name these things than I do, because I don't have all the best answers for anything. I just do my best. That's all I can say. So flows are gone. Custom fields gone. Let's explain something here. Let's see if anyone, let's see who's the quickest in the class. Who can be the first one to explain the difference between a custom field and an account field? Anybody want to take a crack at it?
Account fields are specific for the bot overall, and then custom fields are specific for the user.
You just won yourself $500 from Aus's paycheck. You're amazing, man. He just, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That woke everybody up, and then like then the Fiji army we were just talking about comes to my house. Absolutely correct. So he's exactly right. So imagine this: the custom field in Tap the Table world, I called it a customer field because it belonged to the customer. That was the way I worded things. It's the customer's field. It belonged to the customer. And the bot field belonged to the bot. But this is the language that we use, and I wanted to explain that. So for an account field, you would use this for if you wanted to see the total number of people in your analytics section, for example, that have clicked a certain button. That would be an account field that you would add a number to or add one to. So every time someone clicked support, you would use an account field. Okay. Custom field is going to be the customer. It'd be how many times did Ryan click? I need help. So we track all that data on our side. Okay. So we got pretty clean stuff here, but we need to go over to our settings section and go to our integrations. And we got some functions we're going to delete. RIP to this one right here, because this one is now outdated. I needed to delete this for a while. This one we will not delete. This one is a system function, and this is going to trigger a human agent when someone requests one. That's the whole idea. Now, of course, you've got the freedom, because that's what it's all about. You can disable this from any function that you choose, but this is strongly recommended, and actually Facebook forces this. Facebook require, like, you can look at their documentation. It requires the ability to have a handoff to a human, and so we just built it in for you, rather than it be done in a different way. You could also have it done in the persistent menu, which we'll look at, but this was just the smart AI way, and it'll be the new standard one way or the other eventually. I don't think there's anything else I needed to delete. I think everything else is going to be clean now. Prompt engineering. Now let's look at our prompt. This is going to stay the same. This is basically, if you check OpenAI's documentation, this is what it basically tells you to say for your generic prompt is to be ChatGPT. Now they've obviously got all sorts of fun stuff in the actual ChatGPT program, the UI, the app. That's more than this. Obviously, it's not just wide open. Someone actually leaked Anthropic's prompt, by the way, yesterday. They leaked it. I think this is just like a clickbaity thing, but it got passed around. I didn't even really pay attention to it because I don't care what Claude's doing right now. That said, you'll see Claude soon enough. It's in the pipeline, nearly done, along with some other surprises. But you've got prompt information here, or you got assistance, but we don't have any assistance because we've not made any yet. All right. For those that remember, every time I click that button, that's an API call. API call again. So don't click that button a bunch, please. That would be a crappy thing to do. We limited it a little bit. Here is your temperature. Now, I found earlier in the year, around 2 was good, 3 was good, but what we were seeing was the functions were not working as consistently as if we moved it up to 5. And so while the words were working very consistently, if you said, when someone asks your name, only say this line, it would literally only say this line. But we saw that if we had it so low, the function might not trigger. And that's just something that OpenAI's like, y'all play with it. Also, this what they said, saying, I swear you could look it up. That you have to run your own code or prompt chain whenever you're using an assistant. When you're seeing that, we've done a lot in the internals to try to solve this, but when they make another update, it'll happen again. You could pretty much guarantee it. So you can solve it yourself too. When you're using an assistant and you see those funny looking citations that don't mean anything at the end of the stuff, hopefully you haven't seen that in a while. But if you do, that is, they literally, they just, it comes out. That's a citation that they would use in their UI. That would be for a reference. But for us, we've got to take it out. So you're either running code or prompt chaining to like clean it, as I call it. Wendy called it cleaning one time, clean the thing. I was like, oh, I love the way I'm just going to clean it, clean, ride and clean. But that's just some funky information that's just good to know. And so now what we'll do is we'll create our first fillet. Nice and clean. So the first one that we should make, I think, according to our presentation, and actually, just because it was just more thorough, I see if I can go back here. Oops.
Can I suggest something?
Can you suggest anything?
So you know how you have the just the basic default reply, not the one in the flows. It detects if it's a voice or something like that instead of just text. It will reply with audio, right? There should be a flow.
Auto GPT, right?
Yeah,
is what
auto
you're referring
GPT.
to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There should be a flow that automatically detects what type of user message is coming in, so that it'll send a reply. Like if it's an image, or if it's video, or if it's audio, then it will automatically reply to that, or convert it to text, etc., etc.
So the thing I like to say is more freedom is more better. And so you can do that automatically out of the box through Auto GPT, but you're going to rely on our logic. But if instead you wanted to have something based off of the last input or last input type, you can easily do that here. So the last, the last, or we could do it like this, here's the way I would do it.
User input.
Excuse me?
It's user input type. Input type.
We don't have an input type field. Or input, last input is what we have, or last input type. Correct.
Yeah.
You would just check that, and then you'd be able to choose what happens. So if it's an audio, you'd go here. If it was, you wanted to respond with audio, and if you wanted to respond with text, you would go here. Makes sense?
Right. No, yeah, I've already got that one set up. I'm just saying that should be another flow maybe that you can include there.
Yeah.
Well, it already has it with Auto GPT, but in the flows,
let's start with
it's complicated.
Let's start with the ones we for sure need, and we'll start with the welcome message first, because this is one that it might surprise you, but people might not understand exactly how the welcome message works. So let's start with that one. So the way that I would make the welcome message, okay, traditionally you would just use a text element and say, welcome. What do you want? You know, what do you want? So welcome, what do you want? This is a static message. It's going to just say that every single time, no matter what, every single time to every single person. This is also lame. This is like why a lot of people just didn't like chatbots, didn't like the same repetitive, robotic. That's what they mean by robotic feel. And so with OpenAI, when you go to actions and you start with an OpenAI action here, you can make things a lot more dynamic. And so for best practices, again, this is here not just for filler text. This is here because this is, legitimate. OpenAI tells you to use this language to start with, or at least they have had this in their documentation at one time, and it just makes sense. You don't need to say assistant, but it helps to describe, to kick off like the message that you're sending. And so we're going to just say you're the helpful assistant for, and we'll just say the Discord bot. And we're going to say your goal is to welcome. Ooh, can I not do that at the same time? I might not be able to use my mic if I'm on this thing here. Your goal. No, it's not going to work. I'll just have to type your goal is to welcome users and to ask if they'd like to join the Discord. All right. And it's basically as simple as that. And then you're going to have to create a custom field to save this in. And so to me, what makes sense is just going to be call it welcome message, welcome. Let's use a cat. Well, yes, let's use no capitals just to make things consistent. Welcome message and continue. So we can choose to have this connected to a human or not. In this case, let's not, because it's just the welcome message. All right. And we'll continue. Move on over and let's click on text, and you're just going to pop in that custom field that we just made, which is right here at the bottom, welcome message. And so we should be able to publish this, and then we should be able to, I missed one step you should probably know really well. This message type right now is omni-channel, meaning we're going to provide all the different ways that the user could potentially interact with this bot. We do that by providing a landing page. But in this case, if we wanted it to be only a web chat, so it goes right into the chat, you would select that. If we connect Messenger or Instagram, you're going to have those options there as well. If you connect email, you're going to have additional options for email. I'll show you that right now. In this case, we would have an additional option for email topic. Adding a new email topic is going to be a way for you to check your analytics that will be available in your flow section if you ever send an email, so you can see how many people are opening it and clicking it. But in this case, we're just making the welcome message. So let's hit publish, and you can grab that publish link and let's pop it into a new tab. Boom. Hello, welcome to our Discord server. Would you like to join and start chatting with our community? If we go back and we say this time, we maybe want to have some attitude. You're a helpful assistant. You're the helpful assistant for, called, or for the called the Discord bot. With all, not gonna work with another thing. With all of your messages, you must keep a Snoop Dogg style tone. Always keep it funky. Right? Continue. Publish. I'm going to grab that publish link, and then I'll just paste it in there. We'll see the previous message, and we'll get the new message. Hey there, don't be shy. Come join the party in the Discord server. So where all the cool cats are hanging. Interested in joining? Do you see how this is working? It's all because of the words in the prompt. That's what neural networks are. They're pulling all the different words in their bank of the, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of words, millions of words. How many words are there? Individual words. I read. I don't know exactly how many, but I think they said at one point, like individual words, they had something like 670,000 individual words, but like the amount of words they won't tell you, but it's an enormous amount of data. So welcome message, pretty easy. Now, there are other things that we could do with this welcome message. We could add something like a gallery. For me, this is like the ultimate deal. We'll make a gallery separately, I guess. We'll just have to figure out some good images to keep in there for people. But I think this would be a good welcome message. One thing that is also very good to do is to label your blocks. So in this case, we'll say generate the text. Generate text. I need to get better about making things smaller. Generate text. And this one would be, send the send message. We'll just call it send message. Send message. Right. Sent. We don't want to say sent. Send. Word. All right. So simple enough. You could also make this into one block if you wanted to. There are benefits, pros and cons to doing this. In some cases, this might be the way you want it. This achieves the same exact thing. This is one block, two elements. If you like, to me, it's super dope to say like, yeah, I got that one block rock blow. Try to break it. Ain't gonna happen. It's gonna work every time. Let's try it. See if I'm lying. Now I didn't hit publish though, did I? Now I did. And it still worked. Hit it again. Just holla at me. Hey, no pressure, my friend, but the vibe in our Discord is, Asta, are you taking notes? I love this language here. Just joining the party, holla at Asta. Asta's sleeping.
I'm here.
Just kidding. So another fun trick is you can manipulate your bot in the URL. And so in the case that we don't want to have the conversation history shown every time, you can do something like this. You can add the and symbol, LC for load content equals 0. And then this is going to remove that prior conversation history. You can also hit and symbol again and hide capital H for header equals true. If I can spell it. This will hide the header here in case you want to add your own through like a wrapper. There she is. No problemo, my friend. So that's just some interesting stuff there. You can also add into a template. Template equals template 1 for that new squared look. See, it's a square now. You can also change the color. And right now it's green and color equals red. See a red bot now. See your red down here. Keeping it funky. And then you could also do one. Oops. You could also do one more thing. That's pretty drastic. You could do. Let's do black for the color, and then we can make the template 1 go from template 1 to template 2. dark mode. So it's a super flexible web chat. You can also use color codes. You can also make this background transparent. So lots of ways to customize the web chat out of the box. I did notice from a user that we need to make one adjustment, one update for our web chat to work well with your widget. Now, one thing to take note on our website, what we're doing here on Chatbot Builder is we are wrapping our web chat into a more customizable look and feel, just because, I mean, it's what we're supposed to do. But this is also to show you that you can make anything. And obviously Asta, who's never sleeping, he's made you guys a bunch of these templates, and I might show you how to make some things too. And that's located in the GPT store. And you can use ChatGPT to manipulate that code. Even if you don't know how to code, just dump his code in there and say, this code Asta made sucks, make mine better and use these images, and it'll do just that. I don't know if you'll be able to beat Asta because he's pretty good, but you could try. So you're not going to see the mic here, but typically if you use our script, you should. By the time you wake up in the morning, I'll have that fixed. But I did notice that on my last call, which is one reason I was a little bit late, because I just couldn't figure it out. And then I was like, I understood. I know what the problem is. So here's why you might want to have 2 blocks, even though the 1 block rocks. You might want to have 2 blocks for one simple reason. And that simple reason is, well, first of all, let's change this name back, is in our inbox, you have the ability to send not only just a flow, but you could send actually steps, is what we would call it. So this would be step 1, step 2. But the reason we've named these blocks is now they'll be visible in the inbox. So say we know we've generated the text already, and maybe we just want to send the same thing again for whatever reason, we could. But in this case, we just got 1 block, 2 block. I'm going to add this back over to Omnichannel because we're going to actually do this. We don't want to necessarily start everybody off with a funky Snoop Dogg prompt, but you get the idea. So what I am going to do is just keep this as your unhelpful assistant, remove this function here, and then we'll save the response to welcome message. Just like that. Well, let's save this bad boy first. Save. And then we'll be able to do it. I'm deleting custom fields left and right. We'll just call this welcome. So welcome. And I do want to turn off that one thing here. Welcome and welcome. Ooh, that might be a little loud. Let's see. So we'll call this just welcome. All right, so that's our welcome message. This is what everybody's going to get from now on. And so we'll say, let's give them a little sticky note. Maybe you didn't know you could do that. You could add notes. And so here, we can add a note that says, change, click the block below, then click the open AI element to change the way your welcome message sounds. And then let's give them like a little emoji so they can really like see what's up. All right, cool. So this makes sense to you guys, right? Does anybody have a question about a welcome message? We should change this to Omnichannel as well. All making good sense. Everybody's probably familiar. You're all probably using a welcome message. So here's something that you probably didn't know before we make our next step here. We can go to our tools section and go to entry points. There's so many of you that have never visited the tools section. It is very powerful. In this case, what we're going to do is make a ref link, a referral link. And this is just going to be called welcome. And we only have one flow for the welcome message. If you wanted to save any information, you could save information into a parameter here, but we don't need to do that. What this is going to do is it's going to give us a more beautiful link and analytics on a different level. So I can click copy, and if I go into the browser here, you can see that, look, it says welcome, right? So this is just a prettier way and a more trackable way to do things here. And so again, it's keeping all of my information, and there's no LC, but if I did the LC, they would also, keep away the prior messages, but we're tracking all this stuff on the inbox, whether the user sees it or not. To verify that, let's look at our old buddy here, the inbox. So you see, this is the inbox. We're saving everything here, right? Hopefully you guys have seen, we added the available, unavailable status. I'm thinking about linking this into like a clock in, clock out action in the future, if there's demand. The AI reply is going to be based on your prompt. Okay, so it'll be based on the prompt and the prior conversation. So like it's taking into account only your OpenAI prompt, not your Gemini prompt, only OpenAI, and it's taking the conversation into the context to give you some sort of reply. So if I was to come over here and I was just going to be like, man, I can't do it anymore. It's not letting me do the thing. I'm going to just say, what is a Discord? Dude, I don't know. Nothing about servers. Let's see what our bot says. Discord is a communication platform, blah, 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 blah. So we see all of our messages here. We're going to close out of that. That's something that you should not do, by the way. You shouldn't have so many tabs open because it'll confuse you and the bot. But in this case, we can see what is Discord, dude. When I hit this AI reply, it should give me a very similar answer to explain what Discord is. I can just click this and then send it. This is going to eliminate so many of Ryan's typos. Like, you would totally know if you're talking to a bot, if you're talking to Ryan instead of Brian, who we got in here. What up, B? If Ryan's talking to you in the chat, you can bet I'm going to have a typo in like 3 places because I'm like probably driving. I shouldn't admit that, but probably driving, or just like I'm just going too fast and I've got really fat fingers. But this saves me in so many cases when this is actually correct. I can just pop it in there and it's going to be different every time. And I can just send it. It's great. One thing, by the way, that people really do, I think, like, especially if you can see a conversation happening, to send them an actual audio that is super relevant, not even one that's like what we have, like Joe Rogan style or Snoop Dogg, when it's really you. It's so cool and funny at the same time how people go, oh my God, I just watched like 4 hours of you droning on about all kind of crap, and now you're talking to me some more. I can't get away from you. No, they actually like it. I mean, they think, wow, that's really a nice touch, and maybe more people should do that. We can't do that with everyone, but whenever I can, especially if I see someone struggling, and I do see that, and our support team is gangster, but like everybody gets by with some help from their friends, cue that music. I love to help. I love being in the inbox when I can be. But we have a good team in there, and I try to stay out of their way. And Ben and Brian, they're just like slaying everything. So back to the flows, we're going to go here. And we do need to go back and let's change our prompt too, because I don't want to forget. Okay, so that's perfect there. And yeah, okay, so that's great. The next thing that I want to do is make a welcome message, or should we make, what do we have on our deal here? Menu options. FAQs. Let's do a feedback. Let's do feedback. Let's do ratings. So here's the way that I'm going to, totally off the dome here. What I'll do here is I'll say, let's do an action, OpenAI, and let's say ask the user. I keep forgetting. Ask the user how they rate their experience from 1 to 5 stars. Right? This is what we're doing here. Let's do it like this. This will be actually more accurate. Okay, so this is going to be generate text advanced. And why? Because we're telling the bot what to do. So let's explain what I just did here. By default, you're on generate text, and we've built in the logic for you. So whatever the user last said, you can then respond to it by just the business information you put in right here, aka your prompt. Sometimes you need more control. And so maybe you don't care about what the user said prior. And so you want to control what that message looks like. That's when you're going to use generate text advanced. And here, instead of caring about what the user just said, irrelevant, we're telling it what to do. And so we're going to say, ask the user how they rate their experience from 1 to 5 stars. Now, funny enough, OpenAI is so top G gangster that if you had this in your top information there, it's very likely to work. I mean, they do such a good job of just knowing what you want. We don't need the connected human here, but we are going to say ask. So we're going to say ask for a review. Ask for a review. This is going to be the custom field. It'll be saved. And we'll click continue. And so we'll say generate review request. Right. And then this is going to be add content, get user data. And we'll throw in that custom field we just made, ask for a review, and then we're going to save it into a custom field with multiple choice. And say the response is going to be, let's call it rating. Or star rating. Star rating. And so what we'll do here is the way I do it, we'll do it, well, let's do it like this. We'll do a 5 dash, and then do the little emoji here for the star. And I copy that because I'm lazy. Hit enter. Then I can just get 4, paste, enter, 3, paste, enter. What's after 3? No, I'm just playing. 1, boom. Nobody's laughing at that one. Come on, man. That's a funny one. My daughter would laugh at that one. She's 1 though. And we could allow multiple selection, but we're not going to. And we could allow free text input. We could think about doing that, or we could not. In this case, what I think we'll do is instead of a skip button, we'll take that away. We'll auto skip after 1 failed attempt. So like, even if they don't do the thing we want to do, we'll just continue on. You don't have to do that. You could instead like force it, or you could just allow free text input. In this case, we're going to want one of these selections. But this will allow you to just keep it moving, and you won't be hit with this message retry if the message is invalid. So let's click save. And this is going to ask for a review. It's going to get saved as the rating. Maybe that's what we should do. Well, whatever. And then so from here, we'll say, we'll do this to make it very, very understandable, I guess we'd say. We'll do a message here, and we'll do it like this. We'll say actions, OpenAI. And again, this time we're going to go to advanced, and we'll say, I'm not going to say I'm going to type. the user just left a 5-star review. Tell them thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing them soon. Okay, cool. And then so save this. We'll save this to thanks for 5 stars. Right? Thanks for 5 stars. We don't need to connect them to a human person. And we can continue. And then we'll add the text here. In this case, it does make sense to keep them on the same line, in my opinion, or in the same block, right? And so let's name this one. Earned 5 stars, right? And so we'll connect that block right there. Now, in this case, I'll duplicate the guy, and anything that's not 5 stars, I might go here, right? And so in this case, what I might do is I'll say this person left a review that was less than 5 stars. Ask them how. Ask how you can do better. All right, so, and we're going to say add new. We'll say less than 5 stars. Boom. And we'll go here and just change that bad boy. Oops. I might need to save it. Less than 5 stars, continue. All right, let's hit refresh and I should see that bad boy. Thanks for 5 stars, and we need to see less than 5 stars. Less than 5 stars. Perfect. And we'll change the title. Earned less than 5 stars. There's, again, multiple ways that you can do this. You could even use a variable to represent the stars. So like if it's under or over, you could use a condition to do it this way. This is the way I'm choosing to do it. And this will just be called request send the review request. We should just call it a review request. Shorter, shorter, shorter. Magic wand that thing. So that's a good looking flow in my opinion. And if they do nothing, the default reply will hit. So this is no problem. So let's hit publish. And let's try this sucker out. Preview, web chat. Pop-up blocked. Now it's unblocked. Boom. How would you rate your experience on a scale of 1 to 5 stars? So we'll hit them with the 5. Boom. Thank you. You see how fast that is? That's faster than OpenAI, boy. That's faster than ChatGPT. Try me. Faster than ChatGPT should be our motto. What do you think? You think they get mad? Thanks so much for the 5-star review. We truly appreciate it. That's pretty good. Okay, so if you really wanted to like really get gangster with it, what I would do if it's for your client, and if you need self-affirmation, make yourself feel good, you could go add one more block, and you could notify that admin sucker, and you could just be like, hey, admin. In this case, it's Ryan. You got another one. 5 stars, sucker. I'm not going to have that in the template for everybody, but 5-star sucker. Boom. I would think that's funny. That would make me laugh during the day and be happy. Self-affirmation, I think that's what they call that. I don't know. It makes me smile. But we're not going to do that to the user. But this is what I think we will give them. So now they have a ratings. Let's call this ratings and reviews. Right. Another thing that you could do is if this is a 5-star, you could easily add a link to be like a Google review. And then you would punch in your let's see, what's my little deal here? My thing, I've got a review. How do I share the thing? I forget. Write a review. Where's their little share button? There's my chat button. There's another chat button. Where is the share? Oh, here it is. Is this it? No. They're supposed to have some sort of like, I thought they were supposed to have some. Okay, here we go. That's what we want. Reviews. There we go. Copy. And this should work. Let's test it. Let's see if I know anything here. Save. Publish. And let's just refresh this bad boy because we'll get the same thing. 5 stars, player. There's my button. Thanks again so much. Google review. Got them. I could totally leave the review. Write a review. Is that going to let us do that? Will it bring up the write a review? That would be sick. I think it might actually. Who thinks it will? Anybody think it will? Anybody want to take a guess? Will this link change? I don't know. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. Let's try it. Try it before you buy it. I think it's going to. Let's close this out. All right, so 5 stars. I think it's going to let me do it. Oh, it didn't do it. Is this a link? No. I think there might be a trick to do it on mobile. But either way, hopefully, if they're smart, and they are, I think that Google Business Messages are going to allow us to collect legitimately like this sort of data and send it right to the Google review. Like that's the ultimate. When we can take our Google Business Messaging and, with a QR code scan, allow the user to like get something quick about, hey, how'd you like the barbecue? And then they click 5 stars or something else. And then bam, now they're able to maybe leave that review. That's going to be so sick. It'll be so powerful. To just have it pre-filled. They are experimenting with this pre-filled population of the text and the star rating with Chevrolet. Funny enough, I noticed that last year, and I asked Google about it, and they said it wasn't a thing. And so you know what I did? I sent them the screenshotted video I got. I was like, well, send this to your product manager because the thing that you said doesn't exist is right here. And then they told me it wasn't available yet. But that's how I got some good connections with Google because I called them out. I was like, okay, well, thanks for lying to me, or thanks for not knowing your product. But that's really what it turned out to be. They admitted they just all their employees don't know all the things. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to use that next time. Great one. Okay, so we've got ratings and reviews. I think the other thing we need to show people how to do is a carousel. So let's do a showcase carousel. Let's butcher that word. Carousel. All right, and so this is super duper easy. You can do it multiple ways, just like you can with lots of things. Here's your carousel. And so let's do something. Let's make ChatGPT work. Let's say, are we using 4? Let's say generate. It's not letting me do it. I'm so used to just telling my computer what to do. Generate 4 Let's do 5. 5 cards that are common for chatbots. Like one could be view images. One could be contact. You decide. Smarter than me. All right, so I didn't. Okay, maybe not smarter than me. So I'm gonna just say, no, dummy. Generate 5 images with the Z. Now he's speaking my language. You just got to add the Z's, and it'll always listen to you, right, Asta? Just add the Z's. That's all you got to do. All right, so it's generating out images. That's a secret prompt trick. Adding the Z's always works. Just kidding. This is just a joke. Please don't do that. Okay, so I need to say individual images. And then if you say bro, then he'll totally get you. Or she, whoever you're talking to. I think this should give us 5 images in a row, which is sick. Wow, they're good. The words are getting a lot better. Look at that. This, I don't know what kind of Latin that is. Contact support. That's a great one. It's a great one, actually. And everything's spelled correctly. That's fantastic. Think of how many people in the world right now are doing something similar to us right now and just like generating the mess out of some images, dude. This is like so intensive on these GPUs and these computers. But at the same time, what's so crazy is Google is legitimately building this into their Android large language model that are going in all their new phones that will work offline. I predicted that would be like 2 years away last year. It's happening now. Look at that, dude. These are all great, actually. The one that was really messed up though, which one was it? Digital card. So these are fantastic. It's not working. I forget every time. That's how much of a habit it is. Okay. These are perfection. Make one that just says placeholder though. Okay. And so this will be something like, maybe we can decide together if we use just one a piece or we like show people all the different ones because I think they're all great. Place holler, did I say that? Place, no, spelled it wrong. SMH. Shaking my head. I'll be spelling stuff wrong. His ChatGPT's choking. Here we go. Placeholder. Wrong. And it knew the spelling was incorrect. How funny is that? It knows me. It. $5 says it gets it wrong again. There's something about placeholder. All right, let's just try placeholder. Let's see if the spacing is the thing. Forget doom scrolling like GPT building. GPT question asking. What should be placeholder? All right, so whatever. We'll just use the ones that are like this. We'll use this one. What is this file image as a download? I think we should do screenshots of these because it doesn't like the file type. Almost certain. So I'll do one screenshot for customer support. one for book an appointment, one for find us, one for feedback. Word. So let's go build this card. We're gonna upload this one first. This one next. And one more. Right, so I think all that's looking pretty good. Yeah, so all of them are square now. Looking good. All right, so you need a title. So get support. We'll say book now. Get directions. Leave feedback. All right, so here is our gallery. You don't need to have a button, but you can have a button. We should add a button because people won't know. So let's click here and we'll say human support. All right, save. And then we'll go next. Book now. Book now. Get directions. Or let's say click here. Or let's say use how about this? Use GPS. Use GPS, that sounds cooler. And leave feedback. We'll say write a review. All right, bet. So here's what is going to be fun. We're going to connect a flow to the write a review because we already made one, right? Readings and reviews. Then for directions, let's do not to my place. Let's go to Google Maps. Spelled that wrong. Google Maps. Oops. We don't need to do that. I think this could work. Yeah, that'll work. All right, cool. So get directions. Where are my directions at? Here. Yeah. So boom, 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 boom. All right. And book now is we're going to do something special, and get support will do something special. So what we'll do is we'll have an action here for whenever they click get human support. And then what we'll do is we're going to go to our inbox and we're going to transfer the conversation to a human. Okay, we'll notify the admin and we can add one more text element and say a human and agent will be with you soon. All right. And so we'll add this to be set. We'll call this connect to human. And then for the book now button, I think we'll make another flow for that. And so let's hit back and we'll just have a visual calendar here. So in order to do this, we'll go to tools and we're going to make a calendar. We're going to add a sample calendar. And we're going to say, this is a sample calendar. Add your info below. All right. And you can adjust all this how you want. Phone call, online meeting, in person. You can adjust your notifications here. You can also have your cancellation flow be sent if you create one. You need to create one. And you can add some restrictions here. But really all we need to do is click save and click right here. Get link. Okay. We're going to go back to this flow for the showcase carousel. And we're going to pop that link right in the book now. Open website button. Boom. And as you can see, what's happening here, and the reason you can't just embed this onto your website, this link, is because we require for there to be a user ID, to have a user code, the location, the locale for the time zone, and for the channel ID. So you won't be able to use it, like, unlike most everything else, this is like the one thing that you cannot use to embed. You can embed our web shop, you can embed the web chat, but you can't embed this. It's just not possible. I haven't figured out a way for that yet. All right, so here let's name this block to human agent. Let's see, handoff to human. Bet. So now we've got a Gucci gallery. That is the technical term that is going in the documentation. Just kidding. All right, so all this is looking good. Human handoff, and this is really about a most, I'm so against the spaghetti bowl flows, as I say, but like this is about as big as we really need to go, and it's really just these blocks, and it's much easier to do this in Google Sheets, in my opinion. But this will give people hopefully a starting step. So let's publish this, and let's hit preview. Web chat. We'll see our prior conversation, and then we'll see that gallery. So that's looking good. Looking good, looking good. We'll infinitely loop. Now, let's click on write a review, and we'll see the 5 stars. Give it 5 stars. Google review. Boom. And that 1-star review is a fake one. I know the guy that did it. Anyways, we'll go over here, and let's do one thing here that I saw. For the ratings and reviews, one thing I don't want to do necessarily, I think I saw it. We want to take away this Google thing so people can like not have to have that. All right, cool. So we've got some things cooking. We've so far got this showcase carousel. This is all like the simple stuff. Okay, ratings and reviews, booking confirmation. Let's make this a folder, and let's say booking info or booking slash reservations. Booking slash reservations, I think, is going to be good. We don't need that extra space there. All right, and so let's go to booking here and the reminder here. I guess we could, yeah, let's add one more flow. We're going to call this one a book now flow. Book now. And this is going to be the most simple thing. It'll just be a card. And it's going to be, which one? This one. Book now. Book now. All right. We'll say click here. Click here, and then where was it going and go? Book now. I'm not going to be able to get the link. It's going to fill in my number. All right, so I'm going to have to go back real quick and grab that linky link. We're going to go back and grab the calendar link to just place right in there. We can go to the showcase carousel and find it easy. Click on here. And bam. All right, book now. That's all we want to do. Click here and here. Boom, boom. So now we've got a book now flow. So this will be show the book now button. Show book now. Or let's just say book now. That's fine. Whatever. We'll just leave it the same. It was fine the way it was. Book now. And let's preview that. And here's our book now. So I think we want to change this to be, no, I guess that's what it's going to be. Publish here and preview here. Yeah, so that'll be the size it'll be. Click here. 30 minutes. This is a sample calendar. Let's book for 11:30 for, well, today's Friday. Let's go on Monday. Monday at 7 a.m. Or excuse me, Monday at 10:30 a.m. every day. Asta wakes up. He sleeps in every day. I didn't have any information here because I didn't ask for any information. So one thing that you want to keep in mind is for information to populate here, you're going to need to request that beforehand. But then you've got a simple calendar, the title. I could have more information here. I could cancel the appointment as a user. The user will not see inbox. You will see inbox. The reason I see this, even though I'm acting as a user, is because I'm actually signed into the platform and my cookies are allowing this. But your end user will never see this inbox. But I, as the admin, could go to this inbox and I can be like, this dude again, cancel. Now the appointment's been canceled. So I think that is an important flow to have though. And let's think. Let's make sure that we do publish this guy. Publish. Who did that? You're funny. I can't see who's in, like, all in here. And I'm in the zone. So we got the old basic style carousel. And so now we've got some flows here. So let's use this booking confirmation and reminder. And maybe what we'll do is we'll go here. Oops. I fixed this, by the way. Check mark. Bam. And now they should be moving and grooving. Okay. So that's all good, except carousel is like totally wrong spelled. I don't know how to spell carousel, apparently. Let's rename that thing. Let's do gallery, because I'm not going to spell it. I can spell gallery. Publish. All right. So I think the only other thing we must make right now is going to be for, let's do this, a default reply. Let's call this a fallback. Generic fallback. That was like the Google terminology is fallback. And so, you know what? We could work smarter, not harder. So let's actually delete this guy. And this is what you should do too. And just notice that like everything here is added for a reason to be easy for you. We can click these three dots and we can hit duplicate. And it's going to save us steps. Okay. Instead of this being a welcome message copy though, this will be our fallback. Fallback, reply, continue. Click on that thing. Right. And this is going to be, instead of a welcome message, it'll be your, change the way your default / fallback reply sounds. All right. And so generate default reply. Send default reply. All right, cool. So here, in this case, we will need to ensure that we are using, this one would be fine. You're the helpful assistant, and that's going to be whoever, whatever, let's say for account name. Let's do account name. And we'll say respond to all messages in a short and professional tone. All right, and we're not going to use the welcome. Instead, we'll just call this default. Or let's call it fallback. Whoops. Fallback, son. And the last step is to send that fallback. So we'll click here. It'll be the most bottom custom field we've made. Fallback. All right, cool. So publish. And we can make sure that this is working. Copy. And paste. It should pop right now. Boom. So, yep, that's perfect. It's responding to the last thing I said. Okay, so that is absolutely what we want. All right, so we have now got some things working. We've got our fallback reply. Fallback reply, showcase gallery, book now, ratings and reviews, welcome message. What else do we need to do here? Let's do this. Let's do let's go to let's make something gangster now. This time we're going to make a generate image. That's what we needed to do before I forget that one. Generate and generate image. To generate an image couldn't be any more easy. What we're going to do is we'll hit them with an action. Let's see. We'll say action and we'll say OpenAI. And we're going to go down to, you guessed it, generate image. And it'll be based off of the user's input, and we'll give them DALL-E 3. And so let's add a new custom field for this, and we'll just call this AI image. So what's happening here is the user is going to say something, and we're going to generate the image based off of what they say, and it's going to produce the result. Now, one thing that we could do, maybe to make life easy, is we can add one text block. Let's do that actually. We'll add one send message block, and we'll make this the starting step. You could do this in one other block, but we're going to just make things a little bit nicer. We'll say, what image? Or say, user image request. All right, cool. And so all we'll do here is we'll just say get user data. And let's say, what image would you like us to generate? Right? And so what image would you like us to generate? This is just going to be saved as text here. And this will be a new custom field for image request. All right, great. We don't need a skip button. We'll just hit continue. So what would you like? What image would you like us to generate? We'll say whatever image it is. We go to this OpenAI block here, where we see it does its magic, and it's going to just take your last input and make that image. And so here, let's rename this to generate image. Bet. And so last but not least, maybe most importantly, we need to make sure that we actually add the image. And we're going to do that by adding this image link here, which will be the last custom field image request. Okay, so let's make sure. Okay, so it's actually AI image is what we want. I'm glad I checked that. So AI image. AI image right there. All right, so this should be working. So image requests. This will be generate image. And this will be show the image, display image, send image, send image. All right, cool. So let's test this bad boy out. Publish and preview. Continue. What image you want? Let's say Trevor, the chatbot man, and Asta, the AI chatbot dude, and all of the Ryans, as well as the co-creator warriors.
Hey, Ryan. Hello.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Asta is trying to move us to a bigger room because we have a wait list of like six people trying to get in, and they can't. So we need a bigger room. Everybody
They don't
loves
know
to learn.
They don't know the password.
Oh, that's a problem. That was a problem. Okay, then
They don't
forget
know the
it.
password.
Commercial break, and we'll be right back.
They don't know the password. They can't get in. Just kidding.
The password is Gucci. Gucci, and you can in. Well,
Asta has been sabotaging me ever since he got that haircut this morning, man. He's just been straight sabotaging me. He told, first of all, I wasn't even gonna bust him out. I was like, yeah, Asta, so you got that thing at 5, I got that thing at 7, so I'll see you there. And he's like, what you mean? And then he's like, people are waiting on you. What do you mean? It's obviously Asta at 5, so y'all can blame him and just play it. I just like to see him turn red. Look how red he's turning, boy. I love you, Asta. I love you, man. All right, so let me finish my warrior thing here. All the Ryans, as well as the co-creator warriors on surfboards. Oh, yeah, I got something for you. Don't worry. And it's on surfboards heading to Fiji. Being followed
by a huge pineapple?
The chat bot queens with all the Z's. The Z's make it. Ready?
That's what's up.
I have no idea what this is going to look like, but it'll be gangster. Guaranteed, son. All right, let's see what's happening with my image. I see Asta right there. Which one's Asta?
Oh, this is hilarious.
That's Asta right there.
Which one?
This one right there, man. You can't tell? Everyone can tell that this right here.
Oh, it's a send-off, baby.
Asta's like, I think I see Bright way in the background over there, just making sure everything's cool. I need to zoom in on this one more because like that's Bright way back there. and Brian's over there with some girl. I don't know. He's just always with some girl. I'm just playing. HR get me one day, boy. So yeah, we can just generate the image, but
No,
let's
don't
do
worry.
this again.
I will get in charge of HR, so I will protect you. Don't worry.
All right. So in that case, a realistic portrait of Wendy, the
Oh my gosh.
chatbot builder, AI director of HR, who used to be VP but decided to take a huge pay cut. Pay cutty. She took a huge pay cutty and stepped down from being VP to be the HR person just so she could get me in trouble.
Just to protect you.
Just to protect us. Let's see what she's going. Wendy.
Oh my God.
Talking. Wendy. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. Let's just do one more. Let's just do one more and like actually make this.
Wait, Ryan, I kind of got in here a little late. I had to go out, but did you have it create the prompt for that, like in the background, or is it just creating it based on what you just inputted right there?
Let's see. A puzzled chatbot builder named Trevor who came in late to the party with excuses.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Hey, this is gonna be a good one. I swear. I hope you look awesome.
I hope so.
Now it's gonna be a girl. If it made me a boy, it has to make her a girl. That's only fair.
Right.
There you go.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. That's pretty legit.
Is this not the most fun you've had all day? That's totally Trevor, bro. But look, but wait a minute. Hold up. What is OpenAI doing in here? What are they saying these words for? What is this? Who can explain this?
Who knows? For construction,
what does this mean?
Horny?
Hot and horny? I don't think this is the right chat. What is this? This is gonna get us banned in here or something here. This is not what we want, Discord. This is all OpenAI's fault.
Wait, is that Dolly 2 or 3?
I think it's 3. Yeah, yes, this has got to be 3. So let's make it say, let's do this. I missed the word real. Okay, let's do this. Watch this. Let's get our make this image prompt mo better. Trevor, a perplexed chatbot builder running late to a social gathering hastily concocts a series of creative excuses. This sounds exactly like my friend. No, I'm just playing. Trevor has no excuses. All Trevor does is like slam dunk this thing and like challenge me to like go faster and build more things. And like, why can't I do this? Because I haven't built it yet, dog. Why can't I do that? Because it doesn't even exist on this planet yet, dog. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. I love Trevor. I love you, Trevor.
I'm your grace grower. I'm your grace grower.
You're can a function generate an image?
It can make you coffee. You have the right API. Oh no!
It won't. Yeah, it won't do it because it's copyrighted.
Yeah, that's a reason.
It should generate an image anyway, because I made a Yoda thing and it was on DALL-E 3, so.
Hang on 1 second here. I'll show you. Watch. I'm gonna do something called unfrustrating you. How about that? Well.
Yeah, a lot of people wait.
Well,
they're missing the fun. Sorry for them. They don't know the password.
Unfortunately, to be honest with you, I probably only got about 5 more minutes left in the tank. Because I really was trying to explain all this but we will like continue on. Maybe I'll go do some jumping jacks or something. What I want to do is do the function. What I want to do is do the function thing for you, because that is a super gangster flow, and we use it too. So here's how you do that. So generate image is the thing that we've named it, and so what we'll do is we're going to go to settings, and we're going to go to our integrations. I've been practicing my rolling of the R's. Not so much as my Spanish, but you know what I'm saying? Like the music videos. Just kidding. I wanted Austin to laugh at that. He's paid to laugh at me, by the way. Just kidding. I was really laughing. Brian, he's making sure this camera's off, so he's laughing for the wrong reasons. And Wendy just laughs at me all day long. Okay, so in this case, we're gonna.
That's why I have my camera off, because I can laugh that way, and you don't know.
Listen, I want everyone to laugh, because we're laughing all the way to the top, all of us together, and having fun doing it, while all the other CEOs are like building bunkers before they go bankrupt, son. So boom, boom, boom. All right, so you are an amazing assistant who will reply to questions. Reply to questions in a friendly way, and we don't need to say and. Upon request, you must send the generate image flow to the user who needs an image. Right? So we've got that Gucci. So we've got the prompt set, and then we're going to go down here and have some fun with the functions. We're going to add one of these bad boys, and it's going to be called generate image. And what does it do? Allows a user to request an image. Period. Is that how they say it? We don't need any data, dummy. And we're just going to send the flow. Generate image. Continue. And so go to integrations. Wendy's busting out laughing at me. I sound so dumb. My wife would be pinch me right now if she was up here saying dumb. And then I'm going to add this function here and generate image. And so now we should be Gucci. So let's test it and just be like, yo, what up? I need help to make a cool image. What image would you like to generate? An image of a chatbot monster taking over and dominating all other old school, lame, and legacy outdated software and laughing about it. Bam. Generate the engine with a function. Give me that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 function. 3, 2, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Yay!
That's how it works. That's a scary looking thing. That's actually me. Just so you know, like if I took off my mask right now, that's what it would do. Let's do something else. You ready? So that is awesome. Let's gonna do one more thing. So one more thing. I'm gonna say you feeling froggy? You feeling froggy? I'm gonna say, let me get another image, my bro. All right, so this time we're gonna make a super gangster mic drop. A super gangster mic drop. I have no idea what this is gonna look like. It might be a portrait of Wendy, just smiling at us. That's the mic drop. If y'all haven't checked out her short, she's about to be on fire. Boom! There she is, right there, Wendy. Wendy. I'm just kidding. It's not Wendy. That's her cousin. But you know who that does look like though? This does look like Brian.
Yeah,
like
it
Brian,
does.
Like if he grew out the goatee, and I'm like Brian is the guy right
It's
here.
like a
guys,
Frank Sinatra version of Brian.
This is Brian if like I get him to come over to South Kakalaki and he ain't never want to go back and he's gonna have a fedora, rocking $1,000 suit. No, he'll probably go work for somebody else. At that point, I'll cry because he'll be balling. Nah, Brian's CBB for life, and so is Bright. That's a super cool image. It really is. And what was the prompt that I gave it here? A super gangster mic drop. Yeah, I think that is going to be a super gangster mic drop for now. So what did we do? We did a whole bunch of crap. We have all these flows now. We have a booking folder here, generate image, fallback reply, showcase gallery. Okay, so the gallery, we could do this as well. The showcase gallery works in the same way. So we could say, watch this, we'll do last function here from each of the test. Let's make one more prompt engineering adjustment. And we're going to say, if the user wants to see the showcase gallery, be sure to send the showcase gallery flow. If the user wants to join the newsletter, you must collect their first name, last name, and email. If they do not provide this info, they cannot join. Okay, cool. And so what we'll do here is we're going to make two more functions. One's going to be to send a float. Yeah. And then if you show examples of them, user saying, my first name is this, my email is that. And then in the following line, this is just like, thanks, but need your last name too. Otherwise, you can't go. That further strengthens that. But you're exactly right. So send showcase gallery, and we're gonna allows the user to request to see the showcase gallery in yeah, that's it. So less is more. Less is more because the AI is smarter than us. Let's be honest here. But we are the ones in control of the AI. So who's really the smartest? That's a mind bender for weirdos like me, at least. But here is a showcase gallery. So send the showcase gallery. Allows the user to request a showcase gallery. What flow is triggered? Showcase gallery. Do you guys see a trend here? Showcase gallery is the thing that the AI is going to pick up as a parameter. Allows the user is function language to like catch what the user is sending you. So save that, and then let's do one more called join newsletter, and allows the user to join the newsletter by upon request. Okay, you don't need anything else there. Here's where you're going to define all the other good stuff. But we do need the email. We do need the full name. So users, email, users, full name. All right, and so we don't need a flow here, but we'll say, bam, son, you are now on the list. And then hit them with a little fire. Make them feel good. So, boom, continue. Integrations. Last but not least, we can enable these bad boys. So showcase gallery, and what was the other one? Join newsletter, and let's go ahead and connect to a human too. Do all the different things. And so we can go to our tools. We can go to our entry points, right? Entry points. Remember these things. And if I send you guys some of these entry points, we could populate this bad boy. But we'll just go ahead and get the link, copy it, and paste this monkey. Boom. Welcome. So it's going to give me, okay, so the welcome, that was the welcome message. Let's do this. We are going to clean out the closet. Let's clean out the inbox. Clean out the inbox. We don't have the cancellation flow no more. Let's do that so you see that too. You see all these things go so long because there's so many things that you need to understand. Delete convo. This is one that's super important to have. It's just super simple too. Open AI and delete the message history. All right, that. And publish. So now we can be sure once we've sent this to ourselves, we won't have any problems. Even if we delete the contact, even after all these messages here. And then I can delete the person. Delete. Make sure I'm good here. Delete all these old conversations here. And delete. Actually, I feel funny about that one. Boom, boom, boom. Make sure we're Gucci. Yes. All right, so now we should be good, and we can pop in this welcome here. Hello, how can I assist you today? What is Discord? I keep forgetting. What is Discord? How much is it? Okay. I need an image, please. A super badass Ferrari. On the way, a super badass Ferrari supercar speeding on the ocean on the way to Fiji to scoop up the homie, obviously, Asta, to go, they said pasta, Asta, to then go pick up Mir and Wendy for some pasta. I should have been a rapper. Pasta, eating pasta like a Rasta.
In the
Monster. Something about the monster. So ChatGPT's like, what the? Me either, dude. This is gonna be like, holy, oh my god! Do you see who's that?
Yeah.
Is that Asta?
Hey, yo, no. See, the hair suits, no, fits the description. I'm in front.
That's Wendy. That's a Wendy. Do you see that? I see my man Ace over here. He's in the old school. He's like, he's about to watch this. Ace is about to be like, skirt, skirt. And then you've got Clay. Clay's probably, I don't know if Clay's in here. Clay and Ryan, both Ryan Pilgrim and McNasty, they're off in the yacht because they're just that big money. They're like, nah, we're just chill over here. And me and my wife are over here like arguing, like, why don't you have a boat? Because I got to give it to the people, honey. All right.
Is that Zuckerberg with the sword? Maybe it's Zuckerberg.
I feel like that is. I feel like that is. Yeah.
That's Pilgrim that had to said that. All right. So the other one was like, okay, wait 1 minute. Wait 1 minute. Sure, take your time. I need to see the showcase. The showcase thing. Please. That's amazing how that worked, bro. Do you see that? That's a function. Do you guys understand what just happened there? Like we were going from function to function, just like I used to do when I was like 20 and 21. Even when I had my dad might be in here. I better be careful. Function to function, function to function. That's what we do. And then I got the card. This is like, you understand that ChatGPT Tizzle can't even do it like this. Y'all understand that? Like we can do more than ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, all of them put together, still can't compete. And guess what? We can be friends with all of them. Can't tell you more than that. More things are on the way. What was the other function we made? Heard you had a top G newsletter. We have a newsletter. If you'd like to join, I can help you. Provide me your first name, last name, email. Do I have to? Like, is it the law? It is in Fiji. Joining the newsletter is completely optional. It's a great way to. So I'm in. Okay, I'm in. All right. So what's your first name, last name, email, and phone number? So I like to tell people my name is Michael Jordan. Thanks, Michael Jordan. What's your email? You don't know it? So just this question right here breaks your flows in all the platforms. It breaks your flow. It doesn't break our flow because it's going to keep on trying. Please go ahead and provide me with your email. You know what I'm saying? All right, so cool. MJ at a1.net. That's a gangster sounding email. Bam, son. Who is expecting that? Bam, son. You're now on the newsletter list. You'll receive the latest updates of news. Let me know if I can help you with anything else. So let's see if we got all that goody info. Who thinks we got it? Anybody think we didn't get it? Got him. Boom, 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 boom. Got the name, got the email, got the name, got the email. Last thing, because this is something else someone asked, I swear, last thing. This is like the last thing. I was sharing this the other day, but I wanted to show it one more time so people can really understand. Let's pretend that this is an email campaign, and we're going to do a drip campaign, okay? And so this is email number 1. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and duplicate it for email number 2. Duplicate it again. Duplicate it again, email number 3. Let's rename this thing. 3. 2. All right, and so we'll make our drip, and then we'll go. Hopefully I can do this. 1, 2, 3. And we'll move to the folder to the drip. There we can't do it like that. I need to publish this guy, but I can't publish him yet because I don't want to have all the information. But what I can do is make a drip campaign. So I'll go to tools, and you got your drip campaign. Where am I at? Drippy drip drip. Add that thing, and we'll say new customer flow. Right. And so what could happen here is we'll have the first email sent immediately. Then from this moment in time, email number 2 might be sent in 3 days later. And then email number 3, this one might be sent 30 days later. Now you could do this where it's monthly. So like think of this, comment to customer, you collected the email. It's great. You got a comment to go give you their email. What now, Ryan? You send one email offer and they claim it. Great. That's one bot. An FAQ bot, I think is going to be like a $50, $99, $150 max bot in the coming like year or two. Right now, you can get maximum money for this basic stuff. In a year or two, this is going to be less valuable. So then you're going to have to find ways to increase the value, to increase your price, to increase your revenue, increase your financial moolah in the bank or underneath your mattress, whichever one you're putting your money in, or the stocks, whatever, crypto. That's the goal, right? And so think about this. You're selling first an FAQ bot, answering questions, so that saves time and money. Great. Easy peasy stuff, though. Let's be honest. We made it super easy. Now, collecting and qualifying leads. Okay, this is a different story. Generating the leads, qualifying the leads, much better. You're still doing the FAQ thing, but you're also now collecting things from maybe the website or social media through natural language, collecting that email address, collecting that full name. We could have collected more information, like important to what the email campaigns could be about. So if I asked you guys, are you a marketing agency? Or are you a business owner looking to incorporate AI for yourself or for your clients? Based on my prompts, that would be in the flows here where I've got my emails. If I have an AI block that starts this thing off, and based on your parameters, because it's a custom field. Remember, we started off with custom field. It'd be like based on their, goals or job type that could cater the email. So I'm not having to write an email to every single person, and every single person that gets an email is going to get something unique. When you're using AI and email in a drip campaign like this, it would be just like that. The custom field that it's going to the email address on file, the more information you have and the better your prompt is, the better that email is going to be produced here. But the goal here is to understand, comment to customer, you got the email address on file. Maybe that first email is the offer that says, yo, here's your email for your free freaking thing. Or here, like the easiest one that I've had the most success with over the years is a birthday campaign. So they comment on the birthday ad. Yeah, you want the free thing on your birthday. And what is the thing to say? No one wants to at least celebrate their birthday by themselves. Okay, so when you are seeing an ad that's get a free pizza, a free dessert, or a free beverage on your birthday, sign up. You get a lot of people that do this because this is a thing. Like now they're going to expect this. Well, if you have that, you can also collect. You can send that email based on their birthday, by the way, which is huge to do in these sorts of campaigns. But in this case, it's just a new newsletter sign up. I could have a email sent immediately that says, "Hey, thanks for signing up." 3 days later, here's the major updates. Here's the major thing I want them to know. 30 days later. Okay, so now you're going from a bot that's just FAQ bot that I say, even Kelly said, I think she was like $250 or something a month. It'd be like max for FAQ bot these days, in my opinion, is what you're getting, which is still a giant margin for what we give you. And you have a static price. So like, even if you want to go for the lowest hanging fruit, which I don't recommend because that's undervaluing yourself, why make 100 if you can make 1,000? Okay, this is something I had to learn the hard way, but it is the thing. but you got to start somewhere. So I get it. You got to have case studies. So I get it. Like sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. But to be able to say, listen, their bot can answer questions. Our bot can answer questions. Their bot can't give images or can't do video. Our bots can do that. They can do functions. Also, our bot can extract data. Can their bot extract data? Probably not. Our bot has the badass inbox. They're probably having to do some ripple effect to get the information somewhere, to make it visible. But then to go a step further, and this is where you add your own unique value. Imagine that comment to customer with an email drip campaign attached. How does that happen? You save this here, right? A new customer flow is the name of the drip campaign. What we can do is we can say a rule here. Watch this. This will be gangster. This would be, I've not actually done this before, but this would be exactly what it's made. This is why we've made this. What we can do is go to automation rules, add a new automation rule, and let's call this new lead. And what we'll do is trigger. We'll say when a tag is applied, a custom field value is changed. Email is changed. We're going to start another flow, or we could start another flow, but we need to make it first. We'll make the flow to start them off with a drip campaign. That's the one thing I forgot. We'll go drip. New customer. And all this is going to be a one block flow. Actions. And then subscribe to the drip. There's my new customer flow. Boom. So I've got the flow made. This flow subscribes them to the drip campaign, which is here, or excuse me, in our drip campaign section, but I kept forgetting here, which has 3 emails. Does that make sense to you guys? You all follow me here? These are the 3 emails that they're going to be getting, right? And how do they get subscribed? This is like super G automation, but we made it very easy. Again, new lead when a or custom field changes, in this case, an email. Email value is changed from it'll be blank to containing something. Boom, send the flow. Start another flow. A new customer. Bam, save. Boom. Activated. And so now if I was to ask the same thing, let's go to inbox. Michael Jordan. Let's delete this email here. Delete the email. And we want to see this be subscribed is what we're looking for. So we'll go back here. Let's go to our welcome message again. Get that link, copy. And let's do this. We'll clear the conversation and LC equals 0. All right, yeah, so. Let me just see something here. Yeah, so we see that. I want to actually. Yeah, so that's what I was expecting. The rule in this case, just so you know how funky it is, because I changed the email already, when I removed it, the rule worked as it should. So it already subscribed me. But in this case, it's like we're brand new. House brand new, car brand new, everything brand new. It's like Big Timers. If you like rap music, you know that song. So now we see no drip campaign. But when we go back over here, and I'll be like, hey, I want to join the VIP newsletter. To join, all right, so cool. So I'm going to say Ryan Baggett, and my email is Ryan at chatbotbuilder.ai. All right, and just say, bam, son. Bam, son. You're on that list, baby. And so we should be able to see My name should be changed. Ryan. Email. Did we get subscribed to the Drippy Drip? Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And that's a wrap. That's how you do it. I don't even know how long I've been on this thing, but this was fun, boy. This is some stuff that like your MIT guys, your big time universities, they don't understand how possible this is in the real world application of how we do it. They understand that this will be a thing, but they don't understand that we're able to do it right. Meow. And yes, I said meow, like Austin's cat. He's got some cats all over Fiji that love him. And to be able to do this on every channel, guys, I mean, this is insane. Even if you go off of the legacy platforms pricing that they put out there to try to put their own customers out of business, hello, voice flow. I mean, not voice flow, what's it called? Chat fuel. I just got to look at this thing again. This kills me, but like, it's a great way, seriously, to look at chat fuel pricing. It's a great way to look and see what they think their stuff is worth. Boy, that thing jumped. What's up with their WhatsApp? Their WhatsApp thing's expensive, boy, per 1,000. See, it's so misleading per 1,000. Some of y'all, I swear, y'all send 50,000 messages. I swear. Asta, you need to count how many messages some of your clients send out, because it's a lot. How would you feel about that, Bill? And this does this include? I don't even think this includes OpenAI.
No, thank you.
Yeah, and then they're still including this flow builder. And y'all, we got timestamps now. They didn't have a flow builder. They looked at our thing and they said, man, them boys over there kind of smart. All right, they're still not mobile friendly. This right here, like bot building on demand, we can create. We cannot create bots as chatbot builder staff. We don't create these bots. Like, this is totally cannibalizing the customer base, in my opinion. Why would you want to build on chat fuel whenever they're building against you? Does that, like, do you guys not see that? Like, to me, that's insane. But the reason I'm showing you this, and look at this, they're doing a WhatsApp deal. So they're going hard. They're going hard after the WhatsApp crowd. But little do they know, that's the space that my Spanish and Latino OGs own WhatsApp, bro. And I've got a lot of people in different parts of the world, in the Philippines, that are big on WhatsApp. And we're owning WhatsApp, man. And Facebook's just done a giant thing where a lot of these providers that have been necessary in the past, because it's all a big money scheme, they're like, well, we'll just offer our own now, guys. So your services are no longer needed. And so it's crazy what Facebook's doing in some cases, but we're like so beyond depending on Facebook. You don't see us like having to grab onto WhatsApp or Shopify or any of these other names to survive, because we don't need them like that. But look, I'm showing you this. Everything that we just did is right here, and they're giving you a base price. We didn't add Google Sheets necessarily, but like, look at all this. So they're saying $200, $200. So they're at 150, if we're not even including customer support. We did have feedback. This is a baseline. Okay, and so imagine, and this is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. If these businesses are charging this price, and we are not charging you this price, this is your competitor. Hello? This is your competitor. Like, okay, when you show your client, your potential client, this is what you're going to be. Okay, let's go to mini chat. What did I just say? Sorry about that. That was rude. No, it wasn't. They're so well deserved. So well deserved, because their whole thing is crap. And their website is crap. They should have hired Asta. They don't even have a chatbot on their website. What kind of company doesn't have a chatbot? You're a chatbot company. You don't have a chatbot on your website, bro. Shameful. But look, let's see how really shameful you are. Become a pro. Let's see. I want to see the real pricing first. Here we go. We got to scroll down further. 500 messages. 500 messages, son. That's good. Bruh. So look at this. Check this. This is funny. So 50,000 messages on ManyChat. What was it on Chat Fuel? 50,000. Look at that. So it's double the price on Facebook and Instagram. And this is just Facebook and Instagram. I don't think this includes web chat, WhatsApp. 50,000. I don't think many people are doing 50,000 messages on WhatsApp. I don't know. They got it pretty expensive. Even at 5,000. 5,000 messages a month, they're already pricier than us. But that's why all their past and present former CEOs and shareholders are whipping the Benzes and the Rollies because they're raking it in over their customer base. And they're switching sides all the time. They're switching sides. Do we want to help the devs? Do we want to help the builders? Or do we want to help the end user? What do we want to do? They can't figure it out. 5,000, y'all be sending way more than 5,000 messages, y'all. Many people in this room right here, some of y'all be sending 1,000 messages to your own self-testing. I know because I see all these API calls, billions of API calls. But that said, the costs are massive to them in their defense because they have pad the numbers. I'll tell y'all right now, we don't have the biggest user base. Do we have the most badass people? Yeah, we do. We have the most badass builders and the people that are actually wanting to be in this game, not to just follow some Taylor Swifty YouTuber Leo Motley dude. That's how most of these dudes are. And if you're a fan of his, you can go run and tell that homeboy. I don't care. He will never defend himself. Leo Motley has never sold a chatbot. And yet he's got Taylor Swift style fans. I don't want fans. I want chatbot builders. I want y'all. But this is a great example of things that we already include for you. Okay, if you've not connected to Stripe yet, bro, it's 2 clicks. If you have a Stripe account, you're immediately taking money. I'm not going to put Asta on the spot, but Asta, he's using PayPal to collect money, and he's collected thousands of dollars. I won't say how much. I won't put him out there, but Asta's crushing. And like it's. And before this, he's never built a chatbot before. He never collected dollars before through any sort of messaging platform. Many of you guys haven't either. But the point here is, and Wendy, if she's in here, she's probably helping people. She's down there. One thing I value more than a lot of people, I think, is education and learning stuff. And I'm not necessarily talking about seminars and stuff, although those are important. Literally, best move straight up business owners to business owners here. We're all business owners here, I'm assuming. We might have some spies and some OpenAI guys. I don't know. I don't know everybody in the room. I don't know how to even see the list. I see just some faces, and I know most of the faces, and I love y'all. But I'll tell you, when Wendy and I really got going, man, we didn't know where we were going to end up. But when we got aligned and saw the signs, we just never stopped. And from business owner to business owner, now's the time where you got to really invest in this stuff. And the signs are everywhere. If you're looking at what to do, it's just how to look at things. I'm going to give you one more example of like how low you can go to find some gangster customers. And then I got to dip. So I'm like super tired now. Friday's my tough day. But let's do this. Let's do Savannah newspaper. I don't even read. I definitely don't read the newspaper. But what you can find is a presidential campaign ad that I just clicked on by mistake. Okay. So what you can find in a lot of cases are people that are needing the advertising stuff. Savannah now, so they're totally hurting for money. The newspaper itself is going to be maybe a better, advertise. Let's look at their pricing. They won't give us any pricing, probably not. They're just going to give you a bunch of crap. 70,000 households that no one's, that gets thrown in the trash can. But you find the people, largest local marketing news network. Their stuff's not even loading. You guys suck. It sounds so horrible, don't I? But basically, the thing I'm trying to show you is if you get a newspaper, the thing that is going to fill that newspaper up, and the reason it exists is because there are advertisements in there. Okay, let's look here. I guarantee you, this is another great way a lot of you guys may have never thought of finding leads, but I'll bet you're about to find something out right now. About page transparency is running ads. How many ads are you running, baby? Let me see that library, son. Who's hurting so bad they're going to you? You're not running many ads, are you? So you're running ads for yourself. Launch in January. Let's look at this though. So WTOC is our this is like our local news station. I want to say they're running ads now because all of these legacy platforms outside of chat, all legacy platforms right now are struggling to keep up and to know what to do. They don't know what to do. So even these news companies that give you your daily news owned by Gray Television, let's see what ads they're running. They are running ads. See all. Go to their ad. They'll be running a bunch of ads. Watch how many they'll be running. Here we're going to see. It'll be 109. As a weak dog, they can't get nothing. Catch a cat on St. Patrick's Day. Here you go. This is going to be an event thing. So these companies or organizations pay into these ad programs. Top teacher, birthday club. Look, birthday club. So here you go. All right, listen. I'll give someone a free account, one free account for the rest of the year if you've got the cojones to do this, and you'll be famous for it. It'll be gangster, and it won't cost you nothing. It'll cost you Nathan. It'll be so fun, and you might go viral. And I swear, it'd be only one of you, but the first one and the one that does it, I'll a free account, no charge. You got nothing to lose except the time it takes you to create the bot, which should take you no time at all. And get a little space on your trophy case for your plaque that they're going to send you because how balling this is going to be. Like the little ClickFunnels plaque. I'll make all a plaque if you want one. Do you see what they're doing right here? This is a genius tactic. Enter for a chance to have your birthday announced on the news at daybreak. So it's all the old people right here, and I'm up way before them. But I don't watch this here. But this is the Brown Firm birthday club. The Brown Firm. Do y'all see what they're doing here? This law firm they're not confident in their own competence and running their own Facebook ads. And so they're going to WTSC, a TV local news place. And WT smart enough to probably watch our videos. No, this is a general thing. Birthday club. To get the data. That's what they want. And so they're not announcing 100 birthdays every day. I can promise you that. But they might announce one a day, and it's sponsored by the Brown Firm. Well, you could go to the Brown Firm or any other law firm. Now with this example, because it's in the wild, and you can make it better because along with the birthday announcement, no one's ever going to go to this. They're never going to get served this ad probably, unless it's 2 weeks away from their birthday or something. And you can target people like that. But what if you throw the QR code on there? So whenever Martha Lou's birthday is being announced while she's having her cup of coffee in the morning, if the QR code's on there and the little anchor man's want to have your Martha Lou grandma birthday announced or have your wife or husband birthday announced while you're drinking your 6 a.m. coffee and sponsor the Brown Firm Law Group, scan that QR code and it goes right to the chat. Skip that website, baby, right to the chat. Then you got them. That's how you do it. You can push that anywhere. But the reason I'm showing you this again, I don't look at the newspaper. I don't look at WTOC's Facebook, but I know the games they play. And what they do is they pump up their numbers like everyone else. We really don't do that ourselves because I'm so against that. And they say, hey, we'll reach all these households, all these people that have TVs. They're not doing nothing. And I still think the QR code activation will still be lower than say an email open rate, but that's going to change, especially when they're doing fun things like a QR code. If it's scan a QR code to get a lawyer's contact information, that's one thing. You know, if it's a birthday thing, this is a much wider net, lower intent, but bigger list. So hopefully this has been helpful to you guys. Anybody have a last question before I'm out?
Yeah, what are the stipulations for this here challenge that you've got?
Yeah, you never finished your thought. You said
You
someone
never
said
finished it.
It has to be
First
pro
person?
accounts. I can read your minds, and it has to be pro accounts.
Well, you've got to have to. Okay, so as a free pro account, for a year or for a year, 1 year, if you can like try and like prove that you've tried to get them to implement this program, because we just saw it exists. I didn't even think about that, but it's a genius little idea. The news organizations, from the newspapers to the local spots, they will love you guys if you can hook them up with the keeping up with the times, because they're lost. The bigger cable, the network, the national news, you'll see QR codes all the time. I'm seeing, and I only see that. I don't watch TV at all, but like except when I get a haircut. Usually I don't get a haircut. I wear a hat, but when my wife forces me to get a haircut, that's when I see this crap on TV, because I don't watch TV. But I see when I watch the commercials, I don't watch it. Like, I watch the commercials for all the like weird marketing advertising reasons. And I see that all the time now, the QR code, and it goes right to the website, and you don't know nothing. If you deep link that sucker, or take a chance and just push it right to Messenger, because such a high number of people are on Messenger, you're going to know who those people are, even if they do nothing except scan that thing and click one button. You got them. Instagram ref links are getting better. This is the way that their infrastructure is a little bit differently, even though it's a link, it behaves differently than just a ref link for Messenger. Our web chat link is the best as far as like user experience. But you have all the options. You have the ability to provide phone numbers for them to call, text message keywords. You got the ultimate tool, guys. You just got to figure out, what do you want to be known? What superpower related to AI and automation do you want to be known for? It can be the whole thing. It could be something specific. The thing Kelly that sparked my whole deal, I'll tell you, she dropped all the bombs. Like the first one I can remember, when she told me, it got my confidence level up too. When she said, and she's been saying the same thing for years, so she's consistent. The story's not changed, not one single bit. $500 for the comment tool. And like when I understood the comment tool and what it did, because I understood email marketing, I was like, holy smokes, this is the secret thing. This is the most powerful thing in Facebook. And now with the way we have this, I mean, it's game over. I mean, again, use it responsibly, because like our AI is way better at any job or task than any human is. Even if it's a job that, you know, is a tougher one. A telemarketing job right now, I would never, ever do as a person. I would never be a telemarketer, I tell you that. But I bet you I can make a gangster telemarketer AI bot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure I could. If it's Snoop Dogg talking to me, you know he's selling me whatever he got. I love Snoop. Snoop got that new Mac, baby. It ain't even out yet. I'd buy it. But this is fun, guys. I've been missing my Discord people. But I've been doing a lot of work. I'm trying to do a lot more things. We've got a lot of fun, more announcements coming up. And we've got one more major hire that we'll announce here. And everyone will love this person. They already do. And I think we're just going to go straight to the moon. We're going to have another language model coming in soon, as well as another integration that some of you know about. And the last thing I'll say again, thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for being early adopters. For those of you that are still here in the room that are my earliest adopters, that y'all got the unlimited, y'all are the ones that could make Ryan go broke for real. I thank you for not doing that. All you guys have been those quality people around. Congratulations to the people that are signed up and got 2 million extra tokens just because we love you. And To those of you that are on the fence, this is the first time that I did say that there will be a not drastic, but actually you feel it price hike if you're not in by the time we make that happen. And it's looking like it's going to be around September. But again, the good news there is for all you current people, nothing ever changes. You always are locked into your current price, no matter how many things you need in the future. We're people. We work with you. As most of you know that by now. That's why you're here, because you've had issues and we've helped you solve it. Well, Wendy has helped you solve them, or Asta has helped you, or Brian, or Bright, or Ben, all our people. And maybe you guys are here because you saw Asta's video, like Ren, one of our newest agencies. Saw him in the grocery store. Maybe you saw Kelly. Some of y'all might have saw me. What kind of crazy dude is this? I don't know, but we're all connected here. And it feels like we're all the same. Like when I have the phone conversations, especially, I talk to a lot of you folks in Messenger, but some I talk to you guys on the phone. And it's like I'm talking to myself sometimes. It's so cool. No matter the age group, no matter the location, somehow we're connected here. I think it's just because we're all born builders. But seriously, we've got the coolest group of people on Facebook and on Discord. The coolest, most badass kings and queens of this thing. So, I have to end this with the crown, because this crown is not my crown. This crown is the crown for all of CBB. All of CBB is wearing this crown. And thank y'all so much for hanging out. Bam, bam. Just like that. I like that. I'm gonna start rapping if you keep doing that. One day I might have to do it. When my wife goes out of town one day, I might do a real freestyle about chatbots and making that money. Oh, look at those. You see Pilgrim's glasses? They're so nasty. Man, y'all are the best. Before I go, I just want to say thanks again. And I do want to say, please give us feedback. Feedback on knowing that I am sensitive and I cry quite a lot. Just kidding. No, I'm not. But we do need the feedback because we want to continue to get better. We want the feature requests. Don't be afraid to say what you want. We can't always promise everything. We're going to try, obviously, to do as much as possible. How do I stop sharing the screen? Can I stop?
Oh,
cool. Yeah. So look at it, nasty in there, man. What's up, dude? Got it in there. But bring those on. We're gonna continue to make things better. We can't accommodate everything, but we're gonna be the ones that try to bring it fastest. And we just gotta have good communication. We're in communication, so like between us and you co-creators and partners, and as long as we're communicating well, there's nothing that can stop us. But I think that's it for me. My brain is pretty much exhausted. Wendy's looking fresh in her shades, pineapple shades. And shout out to everyone who's been doing videos. I can't think of anyone that I know of that's been doing any videos, putting them out there, that's had any negative impact. Zero. I can only think of positive things, and every one of them are getting better and better and better. I've got to step my game up. You guys are just like dominating. But thank y'all for everything, and we're gonna keep it moving.
Yes, sir.
All right. Y'all have a good night. Peace. Bye.
night, everybody.
Peace.
Man. See ya. Thank you for a good night. Have a good one. Yeah. Yeah. Let's cross our fingers. Everyone cross your fingers. I'm gonna ask him after this. I'm sure he did. All right. Well, I'm bouncing. I'll catch you all later. I'll be on later in this channel. Peace. It's only 4 p.m. Yeah. I'll see you all at